man who's constantly unheard or invalidated will eventually stop trying, not because he doesn't care, but because he is tired of the pain that comes from feeling invisible.
I'm about to say something that's so pick me. Please don't kick me out of the club, please. But I don't think men necessarily want to be chased. I think they want to know that you like them.
What the hell was that?
Acknowledging that men just want reciprocation and are human too is just crazy work. Like all that extra theatrics shouldn't even been necessary. But she's gonna be called a pick me for that. That's ridiculous.
The FDA just approved new medication for lesbians with depression.
Don't. Just don't.
It's called tricoxagen.
Another one.
Next would be any variation on impress me. Like, show me a good time, make me laugh, take me such and such, like show me you can something. Like, we're both meeting each other for the first time. Why is it that only one party should have to impress the other?
Why?
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And it looks like we got
Another one.
You know what? I tell you, man, this gotta be, I'm losing count. Maybe the third, fourth, or fifth lesbian that has come out showing her frustration of dating other women and sharing the same sentiments and frustrations that men have been talking about, what seems like for years now. She had two videos that were kind of separated. I think one of them might have overlapped the other. So if you find that she ends up repeating herself, just please be patient because I haven't watched these videos yet, but I know both of them are supposed to be tied together because she put them in two different parts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Is it me? Next would be any variation on impress me. Like, show me a good time, make me laugh, take me such and such, like show me you can something. Like, we're both meeting each other for the first time. Why is it that only one party should have to impress the other? Like, and I'm guessing the person that's like, you need to make me laugh, you need to, like, I'm guessing not up to make me laugh or like show me a good time, because it really sounds like they're assuming that I'm going to plan the date, take them somewhere, pay for it, try to impress them. And I'm just realizing right now in this moment that this is because I'm looking for women. Maybe is because I'm looking for women. And is this just often your experience, that a lot of the people you're trying to date are just wanting to be impressed by you, or like you're out for an interview? That's interesting, because it really sounds like they're assuming that I'm going to plan the date, take them somewhere, pay for it, try to impress them. And I'm just realizing right now in this moment that this is because I'm looking for women. Maybe is because I'm looking for women. And is this just often your experience, that a lot of the people you're trying to date are just wanting to be impressed by you, or like you're out for an interview? That's interesting. For me, it sucks and I ignore all of the people that are behaving that way. But I just realized that I've heard this complaint and I've brushed off this complaint as incel-y behavior, because not this exact complaint, but just like, okay, I have some thinking to do on that. I'm not excusing incels or anything. I'm just realizing how much I hate being treated this way.
Wait a second. That really doesn't make sense to me because I thought incels were involuntary celibates, meaning they're not even getting dates or any kind of action. So, but I'm gonna let her finish. I don't know. I think that part was kind of confusing. Y'all let me know if y'all think that as well. But let's keep it moving.
And if like a large population of, because I'm also only getting a subset of women that are open to meeting other women, so I'm wondering if the completely straight girls are even more like this, like because what falls in the same category is like I'm a passenger princess. I want like that type of vibe. Feels like they don't have anything to offer. Like I'm supposed to offer everything, and now I'm wondering if. And obviously part of the reason, if it is true that this is men's experience, like what I'm experiencing now is men's common experience, would be partly because it is the case that women have a lot, generally, that women have a lot of choices and men have fewer choices. That seems to be the case, currently at the very least. But I certainly have never struggled to get a date or a boyfriend or like anything at all. And obviously there are a lot of people out there that are a lot more attractive than I am that, you know, probably just know it and maybe date in a way where they just sit back and say, impress me. That's interesting. Now, this doesn't excuse any of the type of garbage I hear from guys, because the obvious next thing is just like, don't try to connect with those people, obviously. So that's completely on you if that's who you're going after because she's pretty. Like in that case, if you're deciding like that person's a yes for you because she's really hot, then that's the deal you're making. Like she put her effort in to looking the way that she looks, that made you so into it that you didn't care that she said all those things. So you guys are entering into a little social contract of your own here, and that's going to be on both of you as adults. But I will say that I personally do not like it when the girl just says, show me a good time, make me laugh, I'm a passenger princess. I don't like that at all, and I will not ever entertain it for a second. All right, that was a huge. I got off track there. This video is way too long to post anyway.
Yo, it's funny that she mentioned that she doesn't like the things or dismiss the things that men are saying. However, she literally said the same thing that men are telling other men when it comes to dealing with these type of women and not entertain them. You said you shouldn't entertain those type of women. Men are telling other men the same thing. So I don't know the misconception or the confusion on her end, but men are telling other men not to entertain those women as well. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe she has a certain part of her audience that may be a little bit on the rougher side when it comes to how they hold women accountable, but men are telling other men the exact same thing that she said. So I don't know where she got that from, but let's keep it moving.
What the fuck do y'all do for us to make us men feel like we're being courted? We're a goddamn catch.
Right.
Oh, damn, girl, you went extra to let me know on this first date or second date or third date, you really like me. You're not gonna let me slip out of your finger grips, you know?
This is exclusive. You're not dating around. Your eyes are on me.
What does the female do for the man to feel that way, to see that?
So I don't know.
Minus give it up.
No,
Okay.
that is not
Cool.
ladylike.
You're right. All right, cool. So throw that one out the window. No, I was
You gotta
throwing.
keep them interested first.
So then, what are we getting?
Okay, what you're supposed
What are we getting
to
except a fucking hole in our pocket, just hoping that you're the one, because this is burning in my pocket.
All right, so these are interviews, right? I want to try to answer like
They
the whole
are.
question
Yes,
at
they
once.
are.
Dates are totally interviews. For the guy, what you're doing is you are, again, in theory, I'm not saying that everyone's going to get married, not everyone's going to have kids. People are not all called to marriage. But let's say that that's the purpose of dating, right? Is to find a husband, wife, whatever.
Life partner.
Correct. So you're basically interviewing, is this person compatible? Can they do for me the things that I expect, want, need, etc.? And then that varies person to person.
I wish I would have had that whole podcast because it seemed like she was just tiptoeing around that question and really didn't have an answer. Sounds to me like she really didn't answer the question. And notice that the moment that man mentioned sex, you see how triggered she got. No, right, but you can't name anything else. Instead, you just kind of tiptoed around the question.
Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all not gonna like this, but y'all gonna have to eat this, right? You wanted a Birkin for Christmas. You wanted a Chanel for Mother's Day. You wanted the Van Cleef for Valentine's Day. You wanted Cartier frame bust downs just because. It's okay to go give that man some money to put down on a new car. You see he need a new truck. You heard him talking about that new BMW 8 Series. She's weird. You see him look at that Goyard duffel for his vacation with his guys to Jamaica, Colombia, wherever. We already talked about the colognes last year. Let's step it up. Let's step it up. I'm not understanding. Oh, but he buy himself everything. I don't know what to get him. You're lying to yourself more than you're lying to us. Buy him something he already got that he uses a lot in a different color. Stop playing like you can't go do what that man do for you for his day. I don't understand. I haven't seen a group of mothers talking about they putting together a cookout yet. I see the fellas talking about they having a cookout for each other, for them for Father's Day. I haven't seen a group of women go to the supermarket and put together a cookout and just say they're giving away free food and liquor. Basic. Your child's such a blessing. You love your baby. Oh my God, what would you do without your baby? Give your blessing maker a blessing. Buy him some new earrings. Clarity. I don't understand. You got a watch, a chain, a ring. Buy him a Rolex. All this money he be giving you on a regular basis, you don't put none of it in a savings account, nothing. You can't, like, what?
I mean, that's wishful thinking, but it's never going to happen. You want to know why? Because for a lot of these women,
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
Ladies, can we start normalizing that men need attention too? That men need to be spoiled too? That men need to be loved too? That men need to feel heard too? Why do we lady also always think that we're the only ones that need to be heard? We're the only ones that need attention. We're the only ones that need... And we're neglecting these men. And this is why men nowadays are viewing us the way they're viewing us. Because, ladies, we are just not giving a fuck about these men. We can't be damaged by our past and take it up with the next man that we meet. And because it's just going to turn into a cycle that every man is going to think that every woman is the same. Every man is going to think that every woman is the same. And we keep this cycle because we're hurt from what another motherfucker did to us. You know what I'm saying? But men need love. Men need attention. Men need to be spoiled. Men need to be taken care of as well. It's not just us, okay? This is 50-50 out here. He takes care of you. You take care of him. We take care of each other's mental. We take care of each other financially. Everything should be 50-50. You're not the catch and they're not. We're all catches out here, guys. We're all catches out here. We all need to just learn to love each other, protect each other's feelings, protect each other's mental. Like, we need to do better. We need to do better, and we need to break the cycle. We need to break the cycle of dog-ass men. We need to break the cycle of hoe-ass women. We need to break the cycle. We need to. Like, it's not, the world is just going to get worse and worse, and everybody's just going to get worse, and nobody's going to be able to trust. Nobody's going to be able to love. Like, right now, this generation is so messed up. So messed up. We need to do better. We need to do better. Ladies, Don't take out what another motherfucker did to you on the next man. Do not do that. Love y'all.
I like this one.
Idea that men should be provider and protector, great. This idea of wanting these masculine men, great. This idea of wanting all of that, great. I'm with you. But a lot of women do not deserve that treatment today based on how they're acting. Okay? This high promiscuity, nasty stuff, this sleep with everybody, this no accountability, this I want you to do all these things for me, but I'm not going to do any of the things you want. So get used to it. This is not the type of woman who deserves a man to come in and say, I got everything. I'm doing all the, yes, I'm going to provide, I'm going to protect, I'm going to pay the bills, I'm going to get to the gym, I'm going to be all these things you need me to be, but you don't have to be any of the things I need you to be. Bull.
Okay, this needs to be said. Some of y'all women out here are having such a hard time finding a man because you are being delusional. And let me just explain. So here, say you have a few boxes that you want someone to check. Most common ones that I usually hear women saying they want is they want a man with money, right? I want him to have a nice car, a house, a good job, right? Okay. I want a man that's got a great body, fit, works out, like eats healthy, whatever. Okay, fair. I want a guy that's, loyal, doesn't talk to a bunch of girls, isn't like out dating. Like I just want a guy that's like loyal, chill, doesn't have a whole crazy roster talking to all these girls. Okay, fair. Those are all valid things to want. Meanwhile, though, some of the girls that want that are in between jobs, in a bunch of credit card debt, not trying to better themselves, and then I said them, and then lives. Better their lives. They're not working out, they're not eating clean, so they're not taking care of their body or their health. And then on top of it, they have a whole roster. They're out talking to a bunch of guys there, which is fair if that's what you want to do. But like, don't expect to find a guy that's like, oh yeah, like that's my dream girl. Like, I'm not out here talking to 8 million girls, but my dream girl, the one with the 15 guys on her roster, that's my dream girl. Like, that's just not how that's going to work. Everything has a catch, right? So you might be able to be like a hot mess financially, whatever, and find a guy to swoop in, come take care of all of that for you. But the odds are, if you're also like not checking all the other boxes and they're down to come in and handle all of that, the odds are is there's going to at least be one box they don't check, right? They could be attractive and be down to pay all of your bills, but they're probably not going to be faithful. Like, I'm just telling you guys, like, if you want somebody that's here, you need to be here, okay? And we're so high on this don't settle horse. Like, I'm not going to settle. I know what I want. I'm not going to settle. Meanwhile, we're not elevating ourselves. Yes, if you don't want to settle and the bar is here, keep it there. But if you are here, you're going to have to figure out how to get here. Or you're going to have to find somebody that's here. You have to be compatible with who you're with. And it's just, that's the truth. So, y'all, I'm just telling you, some of you guys are heartbroken and having such a hard time dating because you're not looking yourself in the mirror, literally and figuratively, and saying, okay, what kind of candidate of a partner am I? You have to be realistic with yourself. You just have to. Because chances are, a lot of your friends aren't going to tell you the truth. A lot of your friends aren't going to be like, well, maybe you should do X, Y, and Z. Like, maybe, like, that's why the guys you're interested in aren't interested in you. Like, your friends aren't going to tell you that, you're 30 pounds overweight, or that, maybe the fact that you keep a crazy messy house is a turnoff, or they're not going to tell you that maybe you not having a job or something is a turnoff. Like, they're not going to tell you that, but I'm just here. Take it as you will. Maybe this is going to be someone's sign to, like, either get it together or Look for somebody that's a little more compatible with them, because there's nothing wrong with, like, if you don't want to take care of yourself, there's nothing wrong with not wanting to take care of yourself. If you aren't super ambitious, like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, different strokes for different folks, believe me, right? But I don't know. I can't even.
Yeah, sounds like she was getting frustrated even trying to explain that. And it's funny because you always hear women and even men saying, oh, he's batting out of his league, meaning he's dealing with a woman that's far more attractive than him. So he must be checking all these other boxes. But you never hear women saying that to other women. You know what I mean? Because she's 100%. Women are not honest with each other when it comes to that. However, men, we definitely are, because we actually have to earn. We actually have to become in order to even be attractive to other women. Because I remember having a conversation with my best friend, man. Shout out to my homie Steph. And, I wasn't happy where I was at financially. And he put my feet to the fire. He didn't sit over here and say, well, you just need to find a woman that's going to accept you where you at. He said, nah, man, just do whatever you think you need to do to make more money. And, you know what I'm saying? And one of those things was starting a YouTube channel, and originally I was just doing it to just try to make a little extra money because I actually wasn't doing too bad where I was at before I started doing YouTube full time. However, my friend damn near makes six figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in my circle was making more money than me up until now. So that's what motivated me to get to where I'm at now. So again, as well as holding each other accountable when it comes to working out, because we would work out together all the time. So, and just pushing each other, man, to get better and be stronger and shit like that. But y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.